everybody. I thought I would get ready with you and show you how I do my hair and get it really full, really sexy, and for gray hair. So I have mostly gray hair, as you can tell. I also have this amazing, where if I comb it on this side, I have this streak here and the streak on this side. They call it like $1 million streak or something like that. A lot of people pay for it, but I have it. But in case you haven't noticed, I don't use it a lot because I have kind of a, if you look at that, it's kind of a bald spot right there, and it just, when I comb it to this side, it just emphasizes it. So I am going to, a lot of times I have this cowlick here that helps with the lift right there. And then I also have a cowlick here, and then also in the back of my head. So I'm going to try it either way. But today what I'm going to be using is the Lange products. I'm not sponsored by them by any means or anything like that. But yeah, I love these products. This is the whip. This is the volumizing mousse, and this is what it looks like. I think the packaging is a little bit different than the packaging on here, but you can just go to their website and get the whip, they call it. And what I do is I put 2 big squirts, and then I just work it in to my scalp up here. I don't necessarily bring it down here at all and do here at all. And then also I'm going to be using this nourishing gloss, which a lot of times this is sold out because it's so awesome. It means you'll see how great it is. So let's get started. I'm also using, and excuse the hair in here. I have each time I blow dry my hair, I clean this out. And this is the old model of the bigger Lange blow dryer. That's a smooth blow dryer. And it has high, low, cool, and of course off. So what I do is I let my hair dry, probably maybe 50%. You'll see that it dries super fast. Faster than it always does. And I do need a haircut, so you can see my layers are actually grown out a lot. Usually they're half of that, so I need a haircut desperately. Okay, I've got my hair sectioned out. I usually just do, you know, a good portion up here, and then I do all this down here. What I'm going to do in the purpose of this video is I'm going to take a little bit more and put it inside my little clip here in the back, and I'll show you what the back looks like. I hope you can see the back. I hope you can see the back, but it's a majority of gray. So I thought when my gray came through, because I used to go to, I was a cosmetologist for a couple of years in another life. So, but I've done hair pretty much all my life. I've cut everybody's hair in my neighborhood, and you know, people would come over and want me to cut their hair when I was growing up and all that. But I just enjoyed doing it. I did finally finish school and go to school and all that. But yeah, it's been a journey because I'm not even using it today, but I use it on my hair. So I just wanted to show you a little bit of technique is when you're using this kind of a device here, is when you want more volume in your hair coming out of your scalp. So you want to bring this all the way up here. But for the style I'm going to be doing, I don't want to do that. I mean, I can, but I am basically just going to bring it out straight out of my head like this and do that like this. But this part up here, I will do that with, and you will see that where I will bring it straight out And then back here, I will be bringing it straight up to get the most volume that I could possibly get there. So that's just a little tip for you. And it goes the same thing. Like if you want your hair to gather around your face like this, when you get that heated up, you want to grab it and kind of move it towards your face. So when it cools down, it actually creates this face frame there. And then you'll be kind of a, I call it a, kind of a cubby there is what I call it. And that's if you want to get precise on it. So I'm going to go ahead and do the back. Okay, I'm going to let out a little bit more. Also, what you want to do is when you get to this point where you let more hair out, you want to grab just a little bit from the one that you already dried, and you want to include that in that drying, okay? Because it kind of helps it to blend and look like this. Yes. Now I'm going to take some sections here that I've already dried, and I'm going to be going actually back like this, and I'm going to bring it forward like this. Bring it forward and then back. And then when I dry it, it's going to create this volume here on the side. Okay, as you can see, I don't have super thick hair, and this is kind of drying like this, but that's okay. That will smooth it out. The brush will. So I'm going to bring this kind of in the front, actually in the front. So see how I have it kind of in a triangle in the front here. Going back into a triangle. Now what you want to do with that, you want to take that whole thing. And this is for my hair. I mean, you guys do you. I'm just showing you techniques that will help you smooth it and get the most volume that you can. So I'm going to take this part right here that I haven't dried yet, right there, and I'm going to go straight like this with the comb, with the hair dryer. Now I sit at the root. I hope you can see that. Now this part here, and once you get the hang of this and you do this a couple of times, you will go super fast. So I know it seems slow right now, but you will go pretty fast at the next one. Okay, so I'm going to take this. I'm going to bring it forward. You know that show Yellowstone? You know how Beth, when the show first started and she had her hair kind of a bang going to the right? That's exactly how I'm going to do my hair. It's kind of like a bang to the side. I've got one bang, so if this was trimmed a little bit, it would be different. It would look more like hers, but I'm going to show you how you can get the Beth bang, okay? And I just think that was super. I love her. I love her hair. I love her style. I just love her. Yeah, so I'm going to show you how to get that. You're going to bring all this forward. Get the roots. Stay at the roots for just 3 seconds, okay? It's going to be a little bit hot, but you can tell this doesn't damage your hair. I mean, you're more than welcome to, you can use protectant if you don't feel comfortable, but it's pretty hot. Like to the touch, yes, to the touch of this is not hot. But if you get your little hand right there on here, it's hot. But what you want to do is you want to focus in on the root area and try to get the root area before you go down the rest of the shaft of your hair, okay? Bring it forward. And there. Bring this forward. I'm going to go one more time. Like that. I'm going to hold this. I'm going to hold this like this so the actual bonding happens. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take that same piece. And you guys are going to be amazed when you see this. Just wait. You're going to take that same piece. Now we are ready because our hair is pretty dry. Okay. Doesn't take that long. And you will know that you only need this dryer for about 5 minutes and you'll be done. Okay. So what you want to do is turn it to the cool. And you can do this on a normal hair dryer as well with a paddle brush as well. But you want to turn it to the cool and let it go cool for a minute before you do anything to your hair, okay? Seconds there. So what you want to do is you want to take your brush and you want to hold it. Make sure that your end of your hair, and just kind of, if you have little pieces coming out, just bring them up here. Just gather them up Okay? And that's the cool part there. You can either do it in the middle, or you can do it on the side. Sorry to make these little faces. I always make these faces. But yeah, and I can bring it on this side, and then have it there. And then what you want to do, and to get the volume in the back, you want to bring it straight up, bring it forward a little bit. And this is your cooling part. And this is what this is going to do, is it's going to smooth out your hair even more and make it look shiny, shiny. So you just want to kind of do that. See how much volume there is back there? Okay? And then you are pretty much done with the hair dryer. So now sometimes a lot of times I go this side because it's just more comfortable that way for me. But for you, you may want it differently. But what if my bangs are a little bit shorter, then you would have that Beth look, you know, on there. Because that's what she, that's how she styled the hair when she went out, or, you know, on the set. So there you go. There's that. So I'm going to take this Lange and the Nourishing Gloss, and going to put one little drop, not that much, if you can see that. I'm going to rub it around. I'm going to put it in between my fingers as well. And I'm going to run it through my hair. I call this the professional look, but it's like a professional sexy look is what I call it. I'm hoping it looks sexy. I don't have any makeup on right now, but this is an easy style that actually will stay. Using this Lange hair dryer, I could wake up tomorrow and my hair will look exactly the same. Now that's without doing any teasing or anything like that, but we can go ahead and do that. I can show you some techniques that I use for teasing. Now when you're teasing, you don't do it in the front, okay? In fact, get that out of there. You do it on the back. You do it underneath your hair, okay? See how much of volume that is? Can you see that? And then what I do is I take another section and I include the section that I just did. And I do a little bit of back combing there. And then I do a little bit more. Let me turn around here. I do a little bit more. And I just eyeball it. It's not precise. You don't have to be like super precise on this. And I'm just giving it a little bit of lift. Now also what you can do, and what you want to do is from your bottom of your eye and back. That's where you want to make your volume in your hair. So anything above that is where you want your volume. The rest of it, you just leave alone. Okay, you can put hairspray in the bottom if you want, or if you feel like you need to do some hairspray. But yes, this is what I do. So I leave out a little bit, and then I back comb it just a little bit there to give it a volume. Now, according to your head and the way your head looks, and you all know what your head is like and where your cowlicks are like, what your head shape is, and you know what you can do there. But right here, I put a little bit more of a teasing. Now tomorrow, when my hair is a little bit less soft, because, you know, the dirtier it gets, or the longer the days go that you leave it not washing. I went 5 days without washing. Now, when I was younger, I would never do that. I would always wash my hair every single day. And when I got older and got gray hair, I just figured, you know, this would be, it just seemed to hold a lot better. Now you see right here, and I think I'll do this maybe later on, is I need to cut my bangs. And I can show you guys how I taper these. And it's super easy. And I maybe do a video on that. Let me know if you want to see that. Where you can cut your own bangs, a side bang, and make it look tapered. So I can actually show you how I taper my bangs and how I do that. Now I do have a hairstylist that cuts my hair because I can't get to the back of my hair. So maybe twice a year is how many times I get my hair cut. All right, so, and then what you want to do right here, a lot of times I have this separation. See how it kind of, like if I do this, and then it kind of just separates right here, is what I do right here, is I kind of do a back comb there, and then it just kind of goes with the rest of the hair. It's not cooperating with me, of course, because I'm on film. But right there, and right here. So you want to like shape it. You don't want a whole bunch of body here versus here. You want most of your body in your crown area and right here on the side of your head. Now also another tip, you can, when you're doing your back combing over here, you can back comb it and then spray some hairspray right there and kind of hold it out. I'm trying to show this to you. Yeah, hold it out like this just for a moment, and that way it will set, and you won't believe how long your hair will stay for days on that. And then, I mean, you would just have to shape it the next day and you'll be set. But see how this is kind of just kind of hugging my face. A lot of times I'll I'll take the hairdryer and I will bring it up like this, the opposite way, and I will create this like flips out here. But you know, I'm not going to put any hairspray or anything like that in this, but this is a good hairstyle for every day, going out, you know, and all that. Could you imagine like just you could put it behind your ears. There's endless possibilities on this. But what I would do is, when I do have some hairspray, but I don't think I'm going to do the hairspray tonight. I will wait till tomorrow. But if you have some hairspray, spray it on your hands. Do not spray it on your hair. And then kind of just do this with it in your roots like this. And what I do is when I want to spray this so it just kind of stays out of my face right there, is I just take my 2 fingers and I put hairspray on my 2 fingers and I kind of just go like this and lightly glide it down, and it stays perfectly, because you don't want this big clump of hairspray. You know, you're spraying your hair and then you have a helmet on there. You want to be able to, you know, just go through here during the day. But this, like this, with the hairspray, is exactly what you want. And then you just go through here and go through there, and then just kind of shape it for the day. I definitely need a haircut, so next time I show one of these, I'll have a haircut, and I'll show you guys how it can be even. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If it's something you want to see, I bought some foundation that I think I'm going to do a video on that and show you guys it's for mature skin. And I'm hoping that